Hey there, YouTube, the G-Man from Texas. Going to make another fly, another fishing fly. It's going to be called the Don King Dancer. And you'll see why. Yeah, stick with me. Hey there, YouTubers, the G-Man from Texas here, bringing you a brand new video. Okay, so I'm going to start with this number 5 circle hook. It's pretty massive, but trying to catch them big bass, big boys. It's kind of very slick, so I'm going to start with putting a couple of drops of super glue on the shaft, and I'm going to give it a nice working surface with some monofilament. Super glue and the monofilament, they really stick together, so that's going to give me a base that hopefully will prevent it from slipping out or moving. Give it a few turns and cover the whole shank there, right against that glue. Yeah, I think that just about does it right there. Alright, whip finish it. And we're done with the monofilament. That should adhere to that shank with that super glue pretty good. Cut that off. And now I can use some regular thread. I'll use the green chartreuse. And we'll start building up that body. You know, I'm using this, I'm making this kind of big fly, you know. Not like my little crappie flies that I've been doing. But this hopefully is going to catch one of them big peacocks or largemouth. I'm planning on going to Miami, Florida this month, by the end of the month, and I'm going to take them with me. See if I can catch those Florida bass. So I'm using some chartreuse color here. I love that color for bass and crappie. It just works good for me. So this is marabou. It's gonna make it a nice little fluffy tail. I'm leaving the front of the shank of the hook exposed there. I don't want it to interfere with the line. I'm going to cut off some of this. It's a little bit too long. There we go. I don't know, man, I got into this hobby of making these flies, and this is really nice hobby. I love doing them. Put a few drops of this super glue up here. Get it all nice together. Make sure it doesn't slip. And yeah, I just love doing them. I've done a lot of crappie flies, and I sent one of my small flies, the killer wasp, to a friend of mine in Miami. He sent me a video. I don't know if you all saw it. First cast, and he caught a huge peacock. Okay, so I'm going to get some of these silicone strips, like 4 of them. I'm using olive, green, brown, and chartreuse. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put it on the center here, tie it up, and then fold them back, and they'll serve as little tentacles floating around the water. You know, I ordered these hoping that they were thicker and I could use them as legs on the bugs. I ordered them online. Online you can't realize really sometimes what you're getting. So ended up they being kind of thin, but got a whole pack of them, so I'm going to use them. And maybe they don't look like legs or act like legs, but they'll look and act like little tentacles or whiskers flopping around the water. So. And I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm just making these things up according to experience in fishing and what I think the fish are attracted to. Some of the flies might not be productive. I know the killer wasp was super productive. So just using my imagination. If you all had any experience on any kind of flies for crappie or for bass, please give me a comment or lead me to a video. I would love to make some stuff that works. And speaking of that, thanks a lot for watching. The people that are watching my channel and my subscribers, really appreciate it, guys. So if you're new to my channel, I would ask you to just subscribe. Helps me out. It's been a couple of years. I haven't even gotten to 1,000 subscribers yet. I know my content is not the greatest, but hey, it'll help me out. It don't cost you anything, guys. Alright, so I'm going to put some of this black, hairy, shiny chenille. And this is what's going to give it its name. The Don King Dancer. So, again, I'm going behind the tip of the hook. I'll leave it exposed. And tie it up, and then I'm going to turn it. It's coming out to be a pretty big lure. Who wants a little fish anyway? Alright. So I'm going to turn it towards the front, nice and tight, making sure that I don't overlap the chenille, and with my other hand I'm going to continue to comb it back as I turn it. There we go. So yeah, going to Florida, and who knows, maybe I can hook up with some YouTubers that have been following me and I follow them, and maybe I get to go fishing in the ocean. We'll see. Alright, so I'm going to tie this, finishing tying it up there. Make sure my eyelet is free. Keep combing it back. And then I'm going to build up a little bit the front of the hook here with the thread. Give it a little bump. I cut the X's. Get me a new pair of scissors. I'll secure it. Comb it all back. You got a little ball building there, like a little head. Quick finish it, and I'm done with the thread, guys. Look at that thing. If you don't make the fish hungry, it'll scare the heck out of them and they'll die of a heart attack anyway. There she is. I'm gonna give it a little haircut. I'm gonna cut it tapered towards the back there. Kind of give it a pointy front. Semi-pointy. I'm gonna get on this tip. I'm gonna put some of this sparkly gel. It has a bunch of little sparkles. They just sparkle when the sun hits them. Sparkly head. That should do it. Lots and lots of sparkles. So now I want to get the resin. This is the thick resin. And I'm going to build up that head with a nice little dab of the resin. It not only gives it a little bubble, but it helps keep all that together. Solder in, you know, weld it in. Dab there all around. Be nice and shiny head. And it's clear so you can see the sparkles inside of it. Hit it with a UV light and cure it. Yeah, I tell you, man. Can't wait to try this baby out. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Yeah, pretty impressive. Circle hook. When she bites, she won't be able to get out. Won't spit it out that easy. And here we are. The Chartreuse Don King. The Don King Dancer. So I'm going to call this the Don King Dancer. Leave me a comment if you think that this will catch bass. I'm going to try it out when I go to Florida this month and see what happens. There you go, guys. The Don King Dancer in Chartreuse. Hopefully it'll catch. We'll test it out when we go to Miami. Tell me what you think. Leave me a comment. Thanks for the subscribers. Till next time, guys. Like I always say, hey, peace, y'all.